The period between 1200 and 500 BCE marks the Iron Age, a new era in human history. This era was defined by significant geopolitical shifts across the Near East and Mediterranean regions. These changes followed the widespread collapse of powerful Bronze Age empires. The transition from Bronze to Iron Age signifies a major historical turning point. Iron Age warfare marked a fundamental transformation in military organization and tactics. A primary characteristic was the significant shift towards infantry-based armies. This represented a departure from earlier military structures. Previous eras often relied on chariots and elite warriors as core fighting forces. Infantry became the dominant and central component of military power during this period. The widespread adoption of iron weapons marked a significant technological advancement in ancient warfare. Iron offered a more abundant raw material compared to the previously dominant bronze. This abundance allowed for the mass production of military equipment, democratizing weaponry. Iron weapons often possess superior hardness and edge retention compared to bronze counterparts. This led to more effective and durable tools and weapons for armies. The transition from bronze to iron weaponry redefined military strategies and power dynamics. Iron ore was significantly more abundant than the materials required for bronze production. Bronze, a key material, relied on the less common elements of copper and tin. The widespread availability of iron ore facilitated its extraction and processing. This abundance made iron weapons more accessible and affordable to a larger population. Consequently, a broader segment of society could be equipped with weaponry. This increased accessibility enabled the formation and deployment of larger armies. The development of advanced metallurgical techniques revolutionized iron production. These innovations enabled the mass production of iron, a crucial material. Increased iron availability directly impacted military capabilities and scale. This facilitated the manufacturing of more numerous and durable weapons and armor. Consequently, military engagements grew significantly in size and intensity. Iron swords represented a significant advancement in ancient weaponry. They were often longer and more durable compared to their bronze predecessors. This superior design made them standard equipment for infantry forces. The introduction of iron swords profoundly impacted close-quarters combat tactics. Iron-tipped spears were a pivotal weapon in ancient and medieval warfare. Their design provided infantry formations with significant offensive reach. The spear's length allowed soldiers to engage enemies from a safer distance. They also offered crucial defensive capability against charging adversaries. This versatility made iron spears indispensable for organized infantry tactics. The Assyrians rose to prominence as a formidable military power during the Iron Age. Their civilization was renowned for its highly organized and professional army. This military prowess was a defining characteristic of the Assyrian Empire. Their army structure and discipline set them apart from contemporary forces. The Assyrian military was a key factor in their expansion and dominance. Their strategic innovations and advanced weaponry contributed to their success. The Persian Empire, particularly under the Achaemenid dynasty, was a dominant force in the ancient world. It is renowned for establishing one of the largest and most influential empires in history. A key factor in its rise was the development of an expansive and formidable military force. This military was instrumental in conquering vast territories across multiple continents. The Achaemenid military's strategic prowess and sheer scale allowed for unprecedented expansion. This enabled the Persians to control diverse regions, from Greece to India, for centuries. Ancient Greek city-states developed distinct military strategies and formations. A key innovation was the phalanx, a highly effective infantry formation. The phalanx relied on heavily armed hoplite infantry as its core component. Hoplites were citizen soldiers equipped with spears, shields, and armor. Their disciplined, close-knit ranks formed an impenetrable wall, crucial for battlefield dominance. The Celts were a diverse group of tribal societies in ancient Western Europe. Celtic warriors were renowned for their ferocity and individual combat prowess. They effectively utilized advanced iron weaponry in their military engagements. Distinct fighting styles were adopted and adapted across various Celtic regions. These martial traditions were a defining characteristic of Celtic civilization. The Zhou dynasty in China, located in East Asia, was a period of significant military evolution. A key development was the widespread adoption and strategic deployment of mass infantry units. Chariots, crucial for warfare, also underwent considerable refinement during this era. These military advancements contributed to the dynasty's power and influence. Ultimately, despite these innovations, the Zhou dynasty experienced a period of decline. The Iron Age marked a period of significant military innovation and strategic shifts. A pivotal development was the emergence of cavalry as a dominant force on the battlefield. Cavalry units consisted of soldiers mounted on horseback, providing speed and mobility. This new form of warfare began to supersede the traditional use of chariots. Chariots, while effective, were less agile and versatile than mounted warriors. Cavalry became the primary mobile strike force, revolutionizing battlefield tactics and outcomes. Cavalry offered significant tactical advantages over chariots in ancient warfare. Their primary strengths were superior maneuverability and increased speed on the battlefield. This allowed for more flexible and dynamic tactical applications, such as flanking maneuvers. Cavalry units were also highly effective in pursuing retreating enemy forces. The Iron Age marked a significant period for the development of siege engines. Among these innovations, battering rams emerged as crucial tools in warfare. These devices were specifically designed to breach fortified city walls. Their refinement made them essential for attacking strongholds during sieges. Siege towers were a critical innovation in ancient and medieval warfare. These massive wooden structures were designed to overcome fortified defensive walls. Their primary purpose was to allow attacking forces to ascend to the height of enemy ramparts. This enabled direct assault on defenders and facilitated entry into besieged settlements. Siege towers provided cover for attackers as they approached and scaled the walls. Their deployment significantly enhanced the effectiveness of siege operations. The Neo-Assyrian army was renowned for its exceptional professionalism. This professionalism stemmed from rigorous training regimens imposed on its soldiers. Soldiers underwent intense and continuous preparation for warfare. A strict code of discipline was maintained throughout the military ranks. These factors contributed to the army's effectiveness and formidable reputation. The Assyrian army was renowned for its brutal and effective military strategies. These tactics included psychological warfare, designed to instill fear in adversaries. They also employed systematic destruction as a key component of their campaigns. This combination of methods created a fearsome reputation among their enemies. The Neo-Assyrian military was renowned for its advanced siege warfare capabilities. They perfected the art of besieging and conquering fortified cities. Their tactics involved a variety of sophisticated techniques and siege engines. These innovations allowed them to overcome even the strongest enemy fortifications. Assyrian siege warfare was a key factor in their military dominance and expansion. Their mastery of siegecraft set new standards for ancient military engineering. The Assyrian army featured a highly specialized engineering corps, crucial for military operations. This corps was responsible for the construction of formidable siege engines, vital for attacking fortified cities. They also undertook the critical task of building bridges, facilitating troop and supply movement across diverse terrains. Their duties extended to performing other vital logistical tasks, ensuring the army's operational efficiency. The engineering corps played a key role in the Assyrian military's tactical success and strategic capabilities. The Assyrian army's military success relied heavily on effective logistics and supply lines. These systems were crucial for sustaining their large forces during extensive campaigns. Maintaining supply routes enabled the army to operate far from their home territories. Logistical efficiency ensured continuous provision of food, water, and military equipment. This strategic capability allowed for prolonged sieges and rapid movements across vast distances. The Assyrian military was renowned for its advanced tactical strategies. A key element of their success was the effective use of combined arms tactics. This approach integrated different military units, such as infantry, cavalry, and archers. Each unit played a specialized role, complementing the strengths of the others. This synergy allowed them to achieve significant battlefield superiority over their adversaries. The Persian Immortals were an elite infantry unit of the Achaemenid Empire. This formidable force was consistently maintained at a strength of 10,000 men. Their constant numerical strength earned them the name Immortals. They formed the strategic core of the Persian army, crucial for military campaigns. Their unwavering presence and skill made them a legendary unit in ancient warfare. Persian archers were a formidable and integral component of ancient Persian military forces. Their primary weapon was often the composite bow, known for its power and range. These bows were crafted from multiple materials, enhancing their strength and elasticity. Archers were highly skilled in delivering devastating volleys of arrows from considerable distances. This capability allowed them to engage enemies effectively before close-quarters combat. Their ranged attacks were crucial for softening enemy lines and disrupting formations. The Persian Empire, due to its vast territorial expanse, necessitated an army of immense scale. This imperial army was not monolithic, but comprised diverse contingents. These contingents were drawn from across its numerous satrapies or provinces. Each satrapy contributed soldiers, reflecting the empire's multinational character. The sheer size and varied composition were crucial for maintaining control and expanding territories. This organizational structure was a testament to the empire's administrative and military prowess. The Greek hoplite phalanx was a formidable military formation composed of heavily armed infantry. Hoplites relied on collective shield work, creating a dense, protective wall against enemy forces. Spear thrusts from the phalanx presented an impenetrable barrier, maximizing defensive and offensive capabilities. This formation was a cornerstone of ancient Greek warfare, emphasizing discipline and unity in combat. Ancient Greek hoplites were citizen soldiers equipped for close-quarters combat. Their primary defensive gear included a large, round shield, known as an aspis or hoplon. This shield was crucial for protection and formed a defensive wall in the phalanx formation. For offense, hoplites wielded a long spear, called a dory, designed for thrusting attacks. A short sword served as a secondary weapon for engagements at closer range. This equipment emphasized both defensive and offensive capabilities within their tactical formations. Ancient Greek armies were primarily composed of citizen soldiers, not professional military forces. These individuals fought to defend their respective city-states, driven by civic duty. This system fostered a strong sense of cohesion and shared purpose among the soldiers in battle. Their commitment to their polis was a fundamental aspect of Greek warfare and society. Celtic warriors prioritized individual heroic combat in their warfare. This approach contrasted sharply with the disciplined formations of Mediterranean armies. Individual skill and bravery were central to Celtic military tactics. Their fighting style emphasized personal glory over collective strategy. Celtic warriors were renowned for their exceptional skill in close-quarters combat. A key element of their prowess was the use of high-quality iron swords. These swords were expertly crafted, reflecting advanced metallurgical knowledge. Wielded with precision, these weapons enabled effective engagement in battle. Often, swords were paired with shields, forming a formidable defensive and offensive combination. Celtic military operations frequently employed raiding as a primary tactic. Skirmishing was another common method used in their engagements. These tactics leveraged their extensive knowledge of local terrain. Their warfare was characterized by swift movements and strategic maneuvers. Early Zhou dynasty warfare prominently featured chariots as a central component of military strategy. These chariots served a dual purpose on the battlefield, acting as mobile command platforms. They also functioned as formidable shock units, designed to break enemy formations and create disarray. Chariots provided a significant tactical advantage due to their speed and offensive capabilities. However, their dominance in warfare would eventually decline as military tactics evolved over time. The Zhou dynasty saw significant shifts in military strategy and composition. This period coincided with the advancement of the Iron Age in ancient China. Technological progress in metallurgy influenced warfare tactics. The Zhou military increasingly relied on large formations of infantry soldiers. This emphasis on mass infantry marked a departure from earlier chariot-based warfare. This trend mirrored similar developments in Western warfare during comparable eras. The Zhou dynasty, particularly during the Warring States period, saw significant military thought development. This era fostered complex, strategic, and tactical treatises. These writings detailed advanced military principles and battlefield maneuvers. Such intellectual contributions profoundly influenced subsequent Chinese military history. The strategic philosophy of the Zhou dynasty laid foundational concepts for future warfare. Its military doctrines became cornerstones of Chinese martial tradition and governance. Iron metallurgy advanced significantly during the Iron Age. Key developments included new techniques for hardening iron. These hardening processes enhanced the material properties of iron. Resulting weapons and tools became more effective and durable. Advancements in ironworking techniques significantly impacted weapon development. These improvements led to the creation of weapons with superior edge retention. The ability to maintain a sharper edge for longer periods was a key benefit. This enhancement directly improved the cutting capabilities of iron weapons. It also boosted their piercing effectiveness, making them more formidable in combat. Bronze was initially a superior material for specific weapon and armor applications. However, iron's eventual dominance stemmed from its mass production capabilities. The ability to harden iron significantly enhanced its durability and effectiveness. Consequently, iron became the preferred material for most weapons and armor over bronze. The Iron Age marked a significant period for military, technology, and defense. The widespread availability of iron led to major advancements in armor development. Iron armor offered superior protection compared to earlier bronze or leather armaments. This enhanced protection significantly improved soldiers' survivability in combat. The Iron Age marked a significant evolution in military organization. Armies transitioned from loosely organized groups to more structured forces. This era saw the emergence of specialized military units. These units focused on distinct combat roles and tactics. Complex command structures became increasingly prevalent. This hierarchical organization improved coordination and effectiveness in warfare. Iron Age defensive architecture evolved significantly to counter advanced siege technologies. This era saw the construction of more robust walls and sophisticated defensive structures. These fortifications were crucial for protecting Iron Age cities and settlements. The development reflected a continuous arms race between offense and defense in ancient warfare. The widespread adoption of iron significantly impacted ancient economies. Iron was a more accessible and cheaper material compared to previous alternatives. This led to the mass production of tools and weapons. Consequently, the availability of iron boosted overall productivity and economic growth. The emergence of mass infantry armies transformed military service. The widespread availability of iron weapons facilitated this expansion. Military service could now be extended to a larger segment of the population. This shift profoundly impacted existing social structures. The Iron Age marked a period of significant military innovation and technological advancement. These innovations greatly enhanced the capabilities and effectiveness of armies during this era. States could now field larger, more organized, and more formidable military forces. This military superiority directly facilitated the rise and expansion of large empires through conquest and control. The Iron Age saw significant advancements in ironworking technology. This knowledge, including military applications, spread across vast geographical regions. The diffusion of iron technology profoundly influenced various cultures and societies. This technological spread marked a pivotal period in human history and development. The evolution of warfare saw significant shifts in military mobility and tactics. Early battlefields often featured chariots, providing speed and a mobile platform for archers. Chariots were effective for rapid assaults and disrupting enemy formations. The transition to cavalry marked a pivotal advancement in battlefield dynamics. Cavalry offered greater maneuverability and versatility, altering engagement strategies. Iron Age siege warfare extended beyond physical breaches of fortifications. A crucial element involved the application of intense psychological pressure on the besieged. Prolonged sieges were designed to induce starvation among the defenders and populace. This sustained pressure aimed to break morale and lead to eventual surrender. The Neo-Assyrian Empire was renowned for its powerful and efficient military machine. This military prowess enabled extensive territorial conquest across ancient Near East regions. The empire expanded significantly, establishing dominance over Mesopotamia. Their influence also spread throughout the Levant, incorporating numerous city-states and kingdoms. Ultimately, the Neo-Assyrians extended their control into parts of Egypt, marking their imperial reach. The Persian Empire undertook extensive military campaigns. These campaigns were characterized by their grand scale and strategic depth. A key factor in their success was a large and diverse army. This army comprised soldiers from various conquered regions and ethnicities. The military size and diversity facilitated unprecedented territorial expansion. These conquests resulted in the control of an immense geographical area. The Greek phalanx was a pivotal military formation developed during the Iron Age. It comprised tightly packed infantry, typically hoplites, forming a solid wall of shields and spears. This formation emphasized collective strength and discipline over individual combat prowess. The phalanx proved highly effective in ancient warfare, dominating battlefields for centuries. Its tactical principles profoundly influenced later armies. leading to widespread adoption and adaptation. The Iron Age marked a pivotal era for military advancements and structural development. Innovations from this period established foundational principles for subsequent warfare. These developments profoundly influenced military strategy for centuries to come. Technological progress in weaponry and armor was a key aspect of this influence. The military structures developed during the Iron Age were highly influential. This enduring legacy shaped the evolution of military tactics and organization.